Holy freaking mother of God. Greetings, geeks and geek girls. It is me. I am back for Crisis Part 3. The end of the first chunk. Zomager. There's a lot to talk about, so spoiler alert. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it and go back and tell what you think. Comments down below. The team is together. The Crisis team. And they get some backup from Team Flash. They decide that they have the 4 pillars, so they need... The machine boots up thanks to Cisco, and we figure out that Sean and Barry are both Paragons. Yes, Paragons, because for some reason I called them pillars, but Paragons. Paragon of love and, I think it was something like peace. Something very Sean. Then there's the 7th pillar. The pillar of humanity. Ryan Choi. Everyone's like, what the who's that? So it's here that they decide to go on their separate missions. Ray and Ralph are gonna go find Ryan, Barry, Frost, and Cisco, and then eventually Pariah, go off to try to stop the antimatter wave at the source. Then we've got Mia, Constantine, and now Dig, who's joined the fray, going after Oliver's spirit. And then you got a plot about Kate, Lex, and Kara about trying to maybe use the book to bring back Earth 38. Even though I love the scenes between Ruby and Melissa, I'm going to quickly gloss over that because not much happened. It was just back and forth between these two actresses, proving that Ruby is a great actress. Just, she needs good writers. And she needs to, like, show her heroicness and not always be so grim, dark, serious. And they go back and forth. Eventually, Kate convinces Kara not to do it. And then Kate shows Kara the kryptonite. She says, keep it, and I'll have the courage to think that you'll never have to need it. Which, that's like their cousins, where Batman has kryptonite. Team Ryan. They find Ryan Choi. He's a big fanboy of Ray, and he is also a scientist who specializes in miniaturization. Oddly enough, he's married with a kid. I guess they're not too eager to bring him on as, like, full-on hero. But I feel like he will for when Ray eventually does leave Legends, which we know will be this season. But anyway, they prove why Iris went on this mission, and she gives him a pep talk, which echoes Barry's. We flash back and see Barry's, like, goodbye speech to her. Speaking of, let's go to them. They find the underground cave. Oh yeah, by the way, Monitor's like, Cisco Ramon. Vibe has a role to play in this. Got your pals back. And so he uses the powers to figure out the code to get into Anti-Monitor's home cave thing. And we see a blur on a treadmill right next to this big, giant, like, Power Ranger-esque laser thing. I know I'm doing this gesture, but it's a giant tubular laser thing. Barry runs real fast and sees that it's Earth 90s. It's John Wesley's ship, his version of the Flash. And they use Cisco's newly rediscovered powers to save him, only for him to reveal that the Anti-Monitor stole him when the Monitor sent him away during last year's crossover. And ever since then, he's been using his speed to power up this antimatter wave. And the Anti-Monitor had a failsafe in order to protect it. And that failsafe is if he ever was to stop running, it would explode, taking every known universe with it. It's exploding. Pariah brings in his secret weapon, Jeff, Black Lightning, who he saved right before his world disappeared. Which, by the way, quick side note, sorry I didn't get to cover that episode. IRL stuff to deal with, and by the time it was done, I realized it was too late that I could not do that, because I had to get up early for work the next day, so. Anywho, back to the story. They're like, Jeff, can you help? And Jeff tries, but they realize that in order to help stifle the blast, make sure the others can get out, someone has to stand on the treadmill. And so Barry's like, this is what the Monitor was preparing me for. It's time for the Flash to disappear. And then John Wesley's ship is like, psych, bitch. A little trick I learned that you don't know yet, kid. Steal someone's speed force. So he steals Barry's speed force, so he can go in and sacrifice himself. We even get a little flash of him and his love interest from the 90s show, which it's just like, aww. He went down thinking of his version of Iris. Jeff and them go back to the Wave Rider. They all reconnect. Also, real quick, Mia and the Johns went to Earth 666. Nice one. Which we find out is the Earth of the TV show Lucifer. And Tom Ellis guest appears. Anyway, Lucifer appears. A pass to Purgatory. But because it's a Purgatory on a different world, Oliver doesn't have his memories yet. So they gotta jumpstart it. And after they do, guest star Jim Corrigan comes in. He's like, hey, I'm also known as the Spectre. They told me when I was a cop. I used to be a cop and then I became the Spirit of Vengeance. And Oliver, it's now your turn. He even says to become someone else, something else. Oliver's catchphrase. Oliver agrees, and as Mia's saying goodbye, the Spectre kind of sends them back home. So they're all on the Wave Rider, and we think, hey, things can't get worse, can they? And we've got all the pillars together. Things are gonna look bright. Right? Wrong. Lila comes on. She's got amnesia. As they're talking, the team realizes, with their collective smarty brains together, that Pariah's only seeing what the Anti-Monitor wants them to see, which is tragedy. And Lila is under the Anti-Monitor's control. And she has been for a while now. And they even kind of say that maybe she's dead. The Lila that we know and love. Anti-Monitor Lila is there, and a wave of antimatter comes across the Wave Rider. Comes across the Earth 1, and Earth 1 is gone. We then see Lila Anti-Harbinger go up against Monitor, and she kills him, and he tells Pariah, "You'll know what to do." And so a wave of antimatter comes across the Wave Rider, and as a last-ditch effort, Pariah does his magic, voodoo stuff, and sends the 7 pillars to the vanishing point from Legends. The point that's like outside of time and space. Where they had the epic finale for season 1 of Legends. Those 7 are the only surviving heroes. But wait, think it can't get worse. Brendan's Superman starts like falling to the ground, and antimatter is just like oozing from him, and boom, he transforms into Lex, and Lex is now there instead of Brendan's Superman. Son of a... But idiot there saying thank you guys for watching. Next time see me will be for... Oh yeah, back to regularly scheduled TV with Riverdale's mid-season finale. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time and beyond.